From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Giants. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Giant defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into space at the 45. He may go. Touchdown, Allen! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start with a run by Tracy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw now, Dart. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Dart going to look to throw here. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
And the Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Running left is Tracy. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Giants had 10-3 on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Dart. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Dart.
Oh, yeah.
Tries to force it in, and it's
Get up.
picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
70 Lions, 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw, Dart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for. Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Dart. He'll try to do it himself.
Let's go.
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, man.
That's going to be intercepted.
We're supposed to been through that.
Bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A 5-receiver set here. It's 3rd down and 5. He'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Third down and 1.
A gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
And the Rams first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That third down conversion good for 23. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down, Rams.
60 by 6, 60 by, go check, go check.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Elijah Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
On the ready.
Second down and a yard.
60 pound cat. 60 pound. Come on. Set. Prep 15. Pioneer. 70 range. 70 range. Check out.
To the air, Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completed to Hyatt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
36-yard line.
19 Lions. 18 Reds. Buffalo 18.
Throwing, Dart. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
60 Eagle. Panther 11. Panther 11. Warriors 17.
To the air again, Dart. Complete right side to Hyatt. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw, Dart.
That's a pick. Come on.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like being able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Oh, that's a pick too. Come on, bro.
Incomplete there.
Asante Samuel on the coverage.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing his dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go, sack. Viking, 8-10.
Tackle.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Here's Dart. As he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Right back to Tracy.
Man, get the fuck out of here first. Come on, man.
For a giant touchdown. Tyrone Tracy hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. That's again complete to Palmer. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Trey Palmer from 21 yards away. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go. Nike, Warrior 70. Check. Mustang 19.
Play fake, and here's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
19 Lions. Ready, Riggs. Head to 60. Head to 60. Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60. Ready.
To throw his dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
Thank you.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Play action. Now
Yes, sir.
And
Thank
the Lions
you.
got it. They bring it down. Byron Young. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Jamie Gillendow. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field.
Mother. Oh, bruh.
Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the
Come on,
field.
Musgrave.
He's
Come on,
gonna
Musgrave.
be complete.
Come on, my boy. Come on, my boy. Let's fucking go,
Touchdown,
man.
LA. Luke Musgrave, 75 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time,
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Oh, he caught it. Let's fucking go.
And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Joshua Carty to kick off for the Rams.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Go! 60 Bobcat, 60, 70 Timber.
Working out of the gun is Dart.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is not intensive. Possession is not intensive.
Bro.
Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Warriors 70. Go!
Throwing his Dart. That one complete to Anderson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Dart. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
That's a fucking
This
pick.
one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
19, Tiger, 19, 19, Tiger, 19. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Dart to throw on 4th down.
Let's go.
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Second and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, it was open.
Complete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Looking to throw.
Yeah, Puka.
Have the Rams 1st down. What will be a big play there on 4th and long. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Look, y'all run into each other,
His
bro.
throw's going to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back dropped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. And they hit him as he throws. As this one's going to go straight out of the turf. Incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking to throw, Dart.
Oh!
And his pass is
Go!
intercepted for the 4th time today. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
What? Yeah. Really with I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 70, Timberwolf. Ready?
Out of the gun, here's Dart.
Good
Quick
throw.
throw knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Dart going to look to throw here.
Oh, he caught it. What the fuck?
A gain of 24 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 2.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for L.A., they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop.
2, 3, 4.
Heartbroken Houston, Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about the pressure, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Only you understand me.